And I think we're live. Good morning, everyone. We still have an hour till midday, but I want to come to you today with such an honor and privilege because we have EPAM Romania with us. And as you know, EPAM is a company that dwindles in digital transformation. I mean, it's a company almost as old as me, which makes me quite old, I think, almost 30 years in the business with 60,000 people working across the globe. And I mean, they work in sectors like innovation and they come from healthcare to media to retail to consumer, energy and automotive, basically all over the place. And with me today, we have Alexandru Marina, the head of engineering at EPAM Romania. Hey, how are you?
Hello, hi, thank you. I'm good.
It's such again an honor to have you here with us. And can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about EPAM Romania?
Yeah, okay. Hello again. I'm Alex. I'm head of engineering in EPAM Romania. I started my career in IT probably around 2004, while I was still a student in faculty. I started as a junior Java developer in a small local company. But then I gradually moved to different types of roles, to technical leading, team leading, project management, and delivery management. Also a bit of software architecture, all the
Mm.
all the major roles in the IT field. About EPAM, indeed, EPAM is almost 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The company was founded in 1993 in a flat. It
Yeah.
was a small startup, but then it gradually grown into a very big global services and consulting company nowadays. The good thing about EPAM is that they kind of kept the startup mentality and startup approach to things, even though the company is very big now.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
it it has a very strong focus on technology still and on engineering in general.
yeah, so it's really cool that you've mentioned this because they're keeping the startup mentality, but again, you have like 60,000 people working for the company right now all over the globe. But and come to think of it, this might be a good reason to work for your organization, this mentality. But you have like two or three more reasons why a tech specialist would decide to work for you.
Yes, this was a main reason, the one that you
Mm.
mentioned, but also what I like about the company is that we also have a very nice process of planning the career growth for our people. This is a very extensive process in EPAM. We have a quite
Mhm.
transparent promotion process compared to other companies. So we usually, when somebody feels prepared to promote, anybody can ask an assessment. We have a committee that meets with that person and decides on the promotion or comes back with an improvement plan. These are two very important things that I missed in all the companies that
Mhm.
I worked before. Also, we have a very nice framework of contributing back to the company or to other initiatives. So we have CSR programs, we have internal projects, we have open source contributions that our people are in which our people are very active. Also, we have a very we encourage people to become mentors, to train other more junior colleagues. We have people in Romania also that created training programs that uh, use this approach to also improve themselves.
Wow, that's cool. And I will circle back to the promotion and how things go in the company. But I wanted to ask you, how do you see the future of work? I mean, how do you frame this during the time we're in right now? Because I see you're working from home, so am I right now? So
Okay, so EPAM started a few years back. So in EPAM we had this approach of flexible and remote
Mhm.
working, but it was not extended. Then the pandemic started. Everything was changed overnight.
Yeah.
But EPAM was somehow prepared for this from the last couple of years before the pandemic started. Clearly, the future is remote. I don't have any doubt about this.
Hmm.
Nobody wants to get back to office on a regular basis and to lose a lot of time in traffic in Romania,
Especially,
uh,
yeah, in Romania.
especially in Romania, but probably in other places also.
Hmm.
What we have done, on the other hand, is to also create some headquarters in major cities in Romania, like
Okay.
Bucharest, Iași, and Cluj. But we use this only as a place for people to meet from time to time. So even if people are working remotely, fully
Hmm.
remote, sometimes they want to gather to drink a coffee with the colleagues, to participate in a Halloween party, for example. We had
Yeah.
this week. So still, people would like to interact, but work from home
So it's
or
not
remotely.
fully. If you need a place to go and maybe have some time
Yeah,
to
if you need a
focus on
place.
something, you can go. You can go to the office. That's so cool. And I wanted to ask you, Alex, how do you keep your technology skills current? Because I know in the tech industry things change from like year to year.
Yeah, the environment is changing rapidly.
Hmm.
Keeping up to date is quite hard, to be honest. We all have a busy schedule at work. We all have
Hmm.
other personal arrangements that we must attend. Probably it's important to prioritize. I think this is crucial nowadays. You also always have urgent things to do and accomplish, but you also need to set aside some time for the important things. Things that help you grow your career and keep you up to date with the latest trends. So the key is prioritization and dedicating a small amount of time, but constantly.
Okay,
You
so
know,
so adding the learning into the schedule, right?
yeah, and you know about the compound effect. So
Hmm.
if you do this regularly, even if the dedicated time is
Yeah.
quite small, the effects on the long term will be huge.
And it gets into a habit,
It
have
gets, yeah.
working like that.
Once it starts to be a habit, it's easier.
Yeah. So I want to circle back to what you've said earlier, and I wanted to ask you, how has the company helped you achieve your career goals? I mean, you've said you have a really clear career path in EPAM.
Yeah. We encourage all the people to have a very clear career path. This means both a long-term or longer-term goal,
Mhm.
but also some intermediary steps that helps each individual to achieve the longer-term goal.
Mhm.
The company helps us a lot with different training programs. We have a very nice, they're called schools in EPAM, like
Okay.
delivery management, resource management, solution architecture schools. But also we have a wealth of training materials, subscription to the most interesting libraries with IT content. Also, the actual so this is about learning, but
Hmm.
probably what helps you the most is being involved in interesting projects. And we have a lot of projects, as you said, from various industries, with in which you can contribute from different roles. So all this wealth of types of projects can help you grow in your career. You see different angles and different situations and so on.
Hmm. Okay. So I want to get a little bit back to the event now. As I've mentioned, EPAM Romania is our DevOps Track Partner, and on the 9th, you're going. Everyone watching us are going to see you perform both on the DevOps stage, and you're going to be on the masterclass stage as well on the 9th. And I wanted to see if I can get some spoilers from you. I mean, three key ideas that the participants would get from your keynote at the DevCon 2022.
Mhm.
Well, but again, without spoiling too much, because we want to keep some things special for the keynote as well.
Okay, I'll try not to spoil as much as possible. So nowadays, we our keynote and our masterclass are in the direction of the latest trends in technology that we see.
Hmm.
For example, as the title says, the keynote is about infrastructure as code.
Yeah.
Was a very big breakthrough because people started to realize at some point that infrastructure needs to be automated, needs to be coded, and the creation of infrastructure needs to be a repeatable process in which you eliminate the human error.
Hmm.
So this will be our keynote about. This is what our keynote is about. Also, the masterclass will be very interesting because we'll see a lot of modern application architectures that can be applied both in cloud but also on premises or on hybrid environments. And we will also see how these architectures can be integrated in a very modern artificial intelligence approach.
Okay, so
But
that's
I'll let the sessions delve into more details about this.
that's cool to hear. I have one final question that I've been asking everyone this year, and I'm gonna ask this question to you as well. Do you have any advice for aspiring tech people who want to grow in the tech industry? What do they need to do to become experts in the tech industry?
So, besides what I said earlier about constant improvement and dedicated time to
Hmm.
learning, I think a person in this industry needs to be very curious, eager to always learn something new, and not to stop doing this throughout his career. Uh, Also, it's very important to have some, like in other domains, probably to have the long-term goal
Okay.
and the small steps that will take you to that goal. So
Oh,
I think it's important this prioritization. And
that's great to hear. And of course, you've mentioned before you've worked with multiple technologies. So a lot of speakers told us like, don't focus just on one thing. Don't focus just on one technology. Try to go around on sides. Do you agree with this as well?
yeah, and I've seen quite a lot of people that
Mm-hmm.
tend to focus on only a small part.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily want to see the bigger picture, and I think this is probably because once you start to learn something new or want to see something new, you have to get out a bit of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So even if I'm a Java guy from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, and this was the thing that I was most familiar with, I also like to see how .NET and C Sharp are compared to Java, JavaScript, different other Node.js libraries, but also SharePoint or other technologies. So I always try to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. And then keep the learner mentality
Yeah,
going.
this is
Cool.
the most important, I think.
Thank you so much, Alex, for being with us. And again, thank you, EPAM Romania. And you're going to be live again on the 9th of November on both the masterclass stage and on the DevOps stage. So we're going to wait for you at Nord Event Center, everyone. And again, a huge thank you for being with us today, Alex.
Thank you too, and thank you for the conference. I think it will be very nice. Looking
Oh, we
forward
can't
to
wait.
yeah.
Yeah, we can't wait for it. All right. So we're going to catch you later a bit with another live, I think, in a couple of hours. Until then, see you guys.
Bye bye.